the beginning of a meteorological spring today. So it's, and I usually go by that, so the weather definitely doesn't feel wintry out here. I can say that. Groundhog was freaking lying. Groundhog was definitely lying. This is not winter weather. Yeah, I know, bro. I'm ready for it. Are you ready for the I think we might get something next week. You're feeling a little better today. Oh, were you sick? Were you sick? I didn't know. You probably... Yeah, allergies are probably really bad, or probably going to get really bad. That's what I'm not looking forward to. You're sick? Yeah. Allergies are going to get really bad. That's what I'm not looking forward to for spring. But yeah, we might get something this week, actually. It's been we've had the most boring winter here in a long time in terms of severe weather, though. Like, we've got nothing. Yeah, we had a fern, and then we had the that one big old snow bomb cyclone. What are the temps? 70, I think 72, 73 today, and then it's gonna get cold Monday, and then it's supposed to be, I think, a little below average Tuesday, but then we're gonna get really warm next week. We're getting near 80. We're probably gonna get past 80 on Friday. It is going to be warm. Not only that, we're gonna have lows in the 60s. So we're basically hitting May early, seems like. In a month, you'll be heading to Houston. It's about almost 3 months still, because it's late May, but I'll be heading to Pensacola next one. You still have to deal with freezing and snowy weather. You hope it stops. We might have to deal with freezing a few more times. I hope not, but that's how it is in March here. Where in Florida are you heading? I'm going to Florida twice because I'm going to St. Petersburg in June. Yeah, I'm not even going to be in North Carolina I'm probably going to be in North Carolina for about 2 weeks between when I go to the irony. Right as I say St. Petersburg. I'm going to there. We got St. Petersburg's on the, what is it, 14th through the 21st. I haven't confirmed the exact date I'm going to Florida, but it's going to be UGSDX, WXK71, Macon, and WX93 Cross. I saw that tropo this morning, but I don't have any radios on me right now. You'll be good there for July on your birthday. You're heading to the Trop. What's up, Preston? Also Xylan. Yeah, I didn't get anything from this morning's tropo because I didn't Tropicana Field for baseball. Oh. I'll be passing Tropicana Field probably, but we're going to be going to Busch Gardens, I think. Because Busch Gardens is right there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really nice out. It is really nice out there. Out here. I'm outside right now as I speak. You're jealous now. I know. I can't wait to get some DXing, though, because DXing is going to be really good on the Gulf. I've always wanted to go to Busch Gardens. This would be my first time. I've been to Disney before. I've been to Disney, I've been to Universal, and I've been to SeaWorld and Legoland. But I've never been to Busch Gardens. I've never been to Six Flags. Carowinds I've been to a billion times. I think we all have. If you live in the Charlotte area, of course. I doubt. Y'all are so lucky. You wish you could go out and touch grass. Chickpea, that weather's gonna come for you before you know it. At least in the summer, you don't have to touch grass. You have a job. I'll be getting my job whenever I get a license. I don't have my license yet. I still have my learner's permit. I am gonna go storm chasing with some IRL friends this year, so there's that. You work at Texas Roadhouse. Oh yeah, I have a few. I don't know where I'll be at. Of course, I probably wouldn't say the exact location online, but I'll probably go work at, I think I'm working at Tractor Supply. Originally, that was my plan, is to go to Tractor Supply or Lowe's or something. But if you guess what? Guess what? The minimum age is 18, and I'm not 18 yet. Sup, you meant? Yeah, the minimum age for mine is, for Tractor Supply is 18, and Lowe's is 18 as well. I thought Lowe's at least would be 16. Last chilly day tomorrow for this. Tuesday might be a little chilly, especially in the morning, but Monday is going to be the last, like, true cold day. We might even have period. We'll probably have one more freeze. We usually have a freeze in mid to late March. I think it's because you have to operate heavy machinery. True. You have to operate heavy machinery at Lowe's for sure. Warm nights near 60 year. Yep. It's going to be over 60 here, actually. It's hard to find a job and driver's license in Massachusetts. Here in North Carolina, the DMV is an absolute pain. Let me tell you something. Here, the DMV is a pain in the ass. Let me just say that. North Carolina DMV, bro. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's around that here, too. I think it's like 68 here. We're going to get to around 75 today, though. Massachusetts. But yeah. It actually took me a good while. 66. Yeah, it's probably around that. I don't know the exact. I can't look right now because I'm currently on my phone and I don't have any alternate to, like, look at. But I'm pretty sure if I was to, it probably is around that. Hold on. Yeah, it's 68 there. Yeah, probably around that. It's warm, though. It's really nice. I want to drive the golf cart so bad, but I don't know if my grandpa will let me. But yeah, it is. Add the a Q&A sticker. Okay, what? Liking the airport. Okay, that's a strange suggestion. I don't know if my mom's wanting to fly to St. Petersburg. I wanted to ride there. Southeastern Pennsylvania WX. Yeah. You've applied to 3 different jobs and none of them have hired you because on your Indeed autism. It's pretty dumb. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go. I hear about all these like fast food places having like standards and past work experience and stuff, and I'm like, dog, what standards do you need to have to work in food besides maybe knowing how to cook and being respectful? That's just my view on it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we are ready for severe weather season for sure. We might have something next week actually. I hope so. I mean, I'm tired of waiting. Cause guess what? GSP, every time, the 2 times we got a winter storm, GSP instead expanded them instead of issuing just one big one, which I think is sort of dumb that they started for Georgia and then just expanded it to everywhere else. Like, y'all could have just issued it right then and there. It's not that hard. I know it's some like localized spots because there were a few areas in, but yeah, they don't tone, GSP doesn't tone expansions, which, okay, depending on the alert, sometimes it doesn't matter, but Raleigh does though. Heck, Raleigh actually 1050 tones the frickin' it will be toned as an RWT on weather radio frequencies, but it's an RMT if you're on FM. So it will take, again, this is going to replace both the normal state RMT and the RWT on every single weather radio station that serves a North Carolina county. It might be as a whole of Massachusetts not doing one, which I think every state should be required to, but because it's sort of essential, but the breeze out here is really nice too. CHS does a special unique script for after drills in the normal 11 a.m. RWT. So they actually tone a regular RWT at the same day. I'd love if GSP did that. It's 2 free alerts. Let's go. But yeah, for real. This stream is sponsored by nature. Yep. Totally is. This stream is sponsored by League of Legends. By the way. Me. Basically every single freaking video nowadays. League of Legends, NordVPN, Surfshark VPN, some other ones I gotta figure out. Yes, it is sun out here. If I can... You saw a bike outside and thought it was USPS, you're paranoid. I don't think... Oh, yeah. I get what you mean because it's a Sunday. They don't deliver mail on Sunday. Can I? Hello, Wake County WX. I'm pretty sure you're ready for severe weather season 2. Yeah, I think we all have a feeling something big is gonna happen this month. New England weather be like snow. Wait a second. Snow in May is crazy. We're not getting any more snow this season, I'm calling it. If we somehow do, I think we're not, yeah. I mean, I know New England gets snow in April sometimes, but I didn't think they got it in May. I know, the only state I really know that gets snow in May sometime. No, there was snow in, Wyoming on Memorial Day weekend. In 2022. Yeah. I think it's crazy CHS hasn't issued an SBR yet. CAE hasn't. Raleigh hasn't. Not a single Carolina one has. In fact, the only National Weather Service that serves any counties in the Carolinas that has had a severe thunderstorm warning yet is MRX, and that was in Tennessee. It was just... So, there hasn't been a single severe thunderstorm warning in the entirety of both Carolinas for the first 2 months of the year, which I think is insane. Because usually, at least someone gets warnings at this time. But nope, it hasn't happened yet. Song of the summer, I haven't picked yet. GSP's issued their first flash flood warning. You technically got a tornado warning because you self-activated one of your radios. I've caught 0 tone alerts besides the 2 RWTs, in which I would have not have caught yet if it wasn't for the snowstorm shutting down school 2 Wednesdays in a row. Are you talking about like popular or like? Yep. But that was in Georgia. So, in terms of the Carolinas, North and South Carolina, we haven't had any TOAs yet either. Wait, what's crazy? We haven't even... No, if we just count the Carolinas and not counting the Georgia counties, I just realized North Carolina hasn't even had a flash flood warning yet. North or South Carolina. The flash flood warning for GSP was in Georgia. Yeah, but this season has had a very slow start. I have a feeling it's going to be another one of those years where we don't get anything until daylight time. But I don't know. Something could pop up this coming week. We still got a week left. Over in Georgia's had several SVRs too, especially the Tallahassee area of Georgia. 2025 was sort of a lacking year. I don't really see what's. It's mostly artists that were popular in 24 as well. Welcome. Backyard reveal. Florida, yeah. Louisiana. Texas hasn't got much this year, though. Look, it's a golf cart. Look, it's a golf cart. Guys, look, it's a golf cart. It's a golf... I'm just kidding. I'll shut up. I want to drive that thing so bad right now because it's freaking 70 degrees, but I doubt my grandpa will let me. I'll ask him. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm back. I had to mute because my grandma got out here. Lawn mower room. My mom used to always tell me about how I got to get ready to mow the grass whenever I turn 12. I'm a few years older than 12 now, and she's never got me to mow the lawn. I think it's probably because she just likes doing it. Well, Oklahoma City, I think, is in a general thunder today. I know that they have a day 4 and a day 6. And the day 6 storm is, I think, the one that has potential to come here to the Carolinas. I don't know, though. We might have a pop-up SPR midweek. You also have a golf cart? Nice. I love golf carts. Got a good hail cool on it. Oh, they're in a marginal now? Ah. Where's our alerts? I'm gonna mute for a second. Again. I'm back. About to eat lunch, so I'll stay on here for like another few minutes. Just figured I'd do a small little chat stream. It's good water. I got cold straight from here, even though it hasn't even been cold the past couple of days. I'm gonna see if I can drive the golf cart today. Imagine if I did a golf cart stream. Should I, low-key? Hey, you believe the North Carolina tornado drill is on Wednesday? It is on Wednesday. I'm going to be going live for it Wednesday morning. I'm going to be at school, though. So, but I'm going to set up a live stream, and I'm going to get the tornado drill through that. Of course, Beals would know. He's going to record a frickin' siren for it. I can't do that. This is do y'all remember last year the tornado drill for North Carolina got rescheduled because they had that one storm that ended up being a bust? You sadly can no longer get it on NWR because you moved. But you'll see if you can get it on see if you can get it via WTAR. Yeah, it sucks you can't get it on no radio anymore. Isn't South Carolina's the 11th? I'm going to be able to get that on weather radio as well. I could try to get Tennessee's, but I doubt it wouldn't be in the reception for Tennessee's. That happened, I think, a week ago. I think it happened last week, but Tennessee's, I could try, but I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to get it on that because it's strange how North Carolina and Virginia share the same tornado drill message. Yeah, and what's weird, South Carolina's different. You would think it'd be North and South Carolina that maybe share it instead of North Carolina and Virginia. North Carolina obviously gets more tornadoes. I doubt it. They've been getting rid of it every single year pretty much. They didn't do it in 24 or 25. 2023 was their biggest one yet, though. So think of it. I didn't catch 2020. I didn't catch 2023's because, well, again, I didn't even have I don't think I had a computer to do that. No, I didn't. So I couldn't catch the National Periodic Test last year. Yeah, I have a feeling they might cancel it again. It might be, honestly. It's definitely a possibility for that. PD River. We all love the PD River. Whether it's Wilkesboro or whether it's Florence. Oh yeah, Veals, you'd be interested in this. The PD, you'd be interested in this. Yeah, you'd be interested in this, Veals. But the PD River flight goes through. Yeah, my grandma came out again. She had asked me something. But yeah, Veals, PD River, in fact, goes past yep, it goes through both Wilkesboro and Arlington. So pretty sure he'd know the correlation. Because yes, that's the most inspiring message ever. Don't deny it. Or North Wilkesboro, which is on a really out there. 421. Everybody's using that today. The frickin' XA, whatever. Or, I don't know if y'all are actually typing that or if that's just what it says. I think y'all are, though. Poor Canadians. Yeah, I know. It was sad to see WRC is going away. The upgrade was a waste of money if you're just gonna get rid of it. The upgrade was in. Inspiring words. But in all seriousness, yeah, I agree. It sucks because why are we getting rid of WRC? Like, I was on a the upgrade wasn't worth it. It really wasn't. Wasn't. There's a new word, by the way. Wasn't. Upgrading. Upgrading. For real. It's gonna be what I start saying. Wasn't. Upgrade worth it. Okay, why? See, I'm bad. I messed these up. Looks like I'm about to eat some Sloppy Joe. Ah, man, I'm about to eat some Sloppy Joe. How about y'all? Should I just leave this stream running and, like, let y'all rant in the chat? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all rant in the chat if you wish. Yeah, so this plus the title isn't necessarily saying chat stream, so I guess me leaving isn't the biggest deal. You am the most powerful mod in the chat. And you're the only mod in the chat right now. I'm pretty sure both Fairway and Preston left, so I'm pretty sure you're the only mod. So of course you're the most powerful. Even though you're not managing, so you're like all equally powerful, I'd say. I don't have any managing mods. All my mods are standard. Whoa. You're so cool. Yeah. But I'm also so cool because you said if you had to get mods, I'd be top. I'd be one of the top. Okay, we're going to start ranting about that. I'm going to go ahead and go eat, and I'm just going to let y'all rant. Don't seem to work on that. Stop. Yeah, I don't even know the difference, really. Except for, like, managing mods can actually add blocked words. Well, anyway, go ahead. Rant in the chat. I'll be back in probably about 10, 15 minutes. And, yeah. Ah! I'm back. I'm back. Jump scare. I heard y'all ranting about South Carolina. That's what I read in the chat. Those were pretty good sloppy joes. Nah, it's just appearing as something. I was wondering what it was. That X thing. I guess it's just a YouTube chat. How do y'all like this? This is my phone case, by the way. We launch it up. And it's a quick reveal. Red's my favorite color, by the way. Speaking of red, this is more brownish, but that's caramel. For real, bro. It's ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, me, I'll scream for ice cream. Oh! The birdies! Just flew away. Didn't get them. Yeah, not too happy about it. Is this the Krusty Krab? Yes. They're closing locations all across the U.S. because they're raising prices. Like they're charging gourmet prices for like. Wendy's is better than McDonald's. They have higher quality food than McDonald's, but yeah, it's going on Neptune. It really is. You can tell by the title. Culver's is, oh, I love Culver's. I love Culver's. There's one just down the road from here actually. Over in Belmont, North Carolina. I was thinking about going to the grand opening because it was the first one in the county. But then guess what? It was while I was in the middle of school. You only get Culver's 2 to 3 times a year. Or same here. Maybe a little bit more, but I can't get it. I don't get it much now. Honestly, it's sort of becoming the same way with big fast food giants like McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff. I don't go there often anymore. Most of the fast food restaurants I go to the most are like Cookout and Bojangles. Those type. Cookout, Bojangles, Taco Bell. Beaufort and Beaufort. Beaufort. Here's how to not get because there's Beaufort and there's Beaufort, North Carolina. There's Beaufort, North Carolina, and Beaufort, South Carolina, both spelled the same. When you were younger, you used to think Jack's was a major restaurant chain, but because you saw the man, only found out it's mostly an Alabama restaurant. Honestly, it was sort of the same. I could say it was the same way here with Bojangles, but Bojangles is more widespread than Jack's is. But oh, and my cousin, he lives really close to Alabama. He used to see Jack's all the time. In fact, and he saw Jack's so much, in fact, that when he came to North Carolina, we had this place called Jack in the Box. And because their logos are so similar, they thought Jack in the Box was Jack's. Jack's in the Box. Yep. You felt much better overall since you got rid of it. Since you deleted Discord? Not gonna lie, sometimes I've considered asking for it, but then I realized some of the stuff that happens on there, so I would only do Discord for collabs, but at the same time, I don't have any other way for any EAS creator to get a hold of me outside YouTube. Most of the people who know me in real life are, of course, IRL friends. I wonder what time they'll pull the plug on the transmitters. Air fried hot dogs are. I only eat grilled hot dogs. I do not eat boiled. They have to be grilled or they have to be on there. YouTube is adding DMs soon. If they are, I might start using that. I might start DMing sometimes. You still use Discord, but you were a lot more wary of people after what happened. Fair point. I would have already went wary in 2023, let alone now. Because, as you know, almost all of y'all met me in 2023, besides Beals was 2022, and then Xylon, I think, was last year. Charlotte EAS, sure. Hate to say it, he's definitely not in the chat. Xylon, hate to tell you. I also don't have, the only social media I have personally, though, is YouTube. But if YouTube did add DMs, I would probably use that. Does anybody want a free Motorola DTR 410? Sure, why not? I'm surprised you're not selling it on eBay for $50 billion, but Hello, York County WX. You want a Motorola NWR 822? I don't even know if I have a single, truly rare radio. I don't think I do, and that's because I am going. YouTube did have DMs. Oh, I wonder, but yeah. I'll see. If they do add DMs, I'll DM y'all sometimes. You have a couple of 4 stars. I might have 1 2-star or 3-star. I doubt it though. 11 people. Like the HH51 and the JXM133. I'm trying to get a HH54 that I've been trying, and that's not even a really rare one. But the HH54, I've been trying to get it for about 4 years now, and every single time I try to get it off Amazon, it's freaking sold out. I know the common meme back in the day used to be Antonio bought them all, but I don't even know if that's really a joke now because they're always sold out. I never have seen them online. You sold your HH last month. I would have bought it from you, but I don't have any way to get a hold of y'all. And because I did. But yeah, if YouTube did add DMs, I'm pretty sure Discord would become a lot more irrelevant in the EAS community. Because it's still a pretty big factor. Also tip, don't buy an HH51. Also another tip, don't buy a WX100. Because I'm not saying that because they're going to come back quality, but I'm saying that because don't try to. Because the cheapest one you have, the cheapest one you'll have is about $800. Don't buy an AM/FM radio. You know, HH54s are. I wouldn't say HH54s are going to be rare overall, but they're going to be rare for newcomers. EAR10s, yeah, I agree though. Yeah, you said yours was $200. And that's the cheap side. That's like the cheapest one I've seen. Every time I look up one on eBay, they don't. Dude, no, the weirdest one yet. There was a eBay listing for a WR100 for $700, but it wasn't an actual WR100. It was a case. A freaking case. A cracked case of a WR100 for $700. I have a feeling that that's probably going to be one of those. It's definitely one of those joke listings. I don't think anybody would seriously buy that. A WR100 alone should be like. I think a WR100 is rarer than a WR120. So I could get WR100 being on the being like $30. $700 for a case. No. A WX 500 got listed for $1K recently. Who's buying that? By the way, the Disper WR321. Neptune can agree with me on this. Easily the worst radio I've ever acquired. For good reason. It sucks. The WR321 sucks. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I hate it too, bro. It started off... Its errors at first were pretty funny, but guess what? My antenna for the Disper broke in 30 minutes. And it's not, and it's because it's on. I am trying to get an MD329. I heard it is better. It literally crashes, has horrific, but see, Xylon describes it perfectly. The WR321 sucks. How rare running still indeed 319s, the original one. You never tell the majority of the eBay listings. Yeah, a lot of them are going to be from Canadians because you have, Weather Radio Canada going, which means they got a lot of, everyday Canadians are going to be selling their weather radios because they don't. Also has a non-working alert blocking feature. Yeah, what happened? No, here's what's stupid. Y'all listen to this. I got the RWT on New Year's Eve. The RWT scroll did not go away for 52 hours. That's not a joke either. $52 hours. I actually thought that was a little funny. Also, recently, your JWin activated for an RWT as an SVR. No, you should see some of Solomon's radios. When they issue a snow squall warning, he instead gets a shelter-in-place warning. I mean, I don't get the correlation, really. A shelter-in-place warning when it's a snow squall warning? You need to upload 3 videos. You got an unboxing video, a compilation, and an RWT you need to upload. Yeah, dude. 52 hours. It's a RWT school stayed on there. And not only that, you know, the WR 321 also has a history of setting random alarms that you did not set yourself and going off at the most random times, and it annoys the crap out of you. Trust me, I know. I literally have a video of it going off every 5 minutes because I don't know how to turn it off. Has anyone noticed that most first header radios have a slight distortion on the weather podcast? I've seen some radios with the distortion. I guess those might be first header. Low-key, my least favorite radio used to be the G70W, but I got a new one that works fine, so... I also got my... As most of y'all know, I also got my ER10 working. The one that I had for about... The one that it stopped working for about 2 years. I got it back working during Fern, and it's working just fine. The antenna's a little loose, though, so I have to be careful with it. But a loose antenna doesn't... If the antenna's loose but still on there, your reception shouldn't really be affected much. JK, it sucks in reception either way. But it's better than the antenna being completely off. I can tell you that. Radio Shack 262 bass booted speaker. Your 262 has a dead encoder. Well, I have... Most of y'all know I have several radios, but like that are out of service. It's crazy. And yeah, your 262 is non-existent. Same here, by the way. You know what's also non-existent for me is a WR100. I don't have that either. Dude, I thought about completely revamping my setup since I have money. You find this crazy. I basically got entirely money besides a few truck parts for Christmas. So, I might actually be having a setup revamp soon. You was sad about your 262 dying because it was one of the radios you had for the longest. Yeah. I hope my WR120 doesn't die anytime soon. Or my, Oh, the Pro 74. Let me tell you this. The difference between the Pro 74 and like a lot of these other radios is mine was passed down and it's from the Pro 74 is from the early 90s. Yeah, it shouldn't because it's plugged into a wall. I thought it was broken for the longest time, but then I just realized there was an on and off switch and I had it off. But I got the WR120 back working in the summer of 24, and it's been doing... The antenna broke, but in terms of alerts and stuff, it's been doing fine ever since. I just have to keep it monitoring on WXL70, because that's really the only station it can pick up now. That and WKHG27, WNG538, oddly enough. Your EAR10 backlight doesn't work well. Well, I'll tell you. But yeah, I'll tell you something. I've always said the worst radio I've ever owned. I've already said the worst radio I've ever owned is the Disper, easily. And it's probably gonna stay that, because I doubt any radio is gonna be that bad. I haven't heard a single person who got the WR3, who got the Disper, that actually liked it. I don't know a single person who got the Disper that actually liked it. I know a few people thought it was maybe cool when they first got it, but I don't think anybody liked it after like a few days, because it sucks that bad. It's literally cannot get worse than the Disper. Its only competitor is the WX167, and that's only specific models. Yeah, your Disper is non-existent. Well, wheels. Make sure it stays that way. Please do not get it. They also took it off Amazon, so there's really no way you can get it. And I doubt anybody is gonna get it. Yes, he is lucky, very lucky. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know anybody with the Disper that likes it. It just sucks. That radio, it lasted about a week and a half, and then after that, I put it out of service myself, because it just sucks like that. I am working on getting the MD329 though. I was a little late to finding out about it too. Like, I didn't find out about it until about a week after it was listed on Amazon initially. Again, I mainly go to Amazon because eBay. eBay, you can get some really cool radios, which sometimes I occasionally go to eBay, but I have gotten 0 radios off eBay so far. I think I'll have my chance. To me, my chance of getting a rare radio is if I go thrifting rather than on eBay, because I'm not really good with bidding on eBay. You're honestly shocked about your luck with rare radios. I will tell you though, nobody appears to be more lucky this year than EAS Central Ohio and Michigan. I can't name how many. Every single time he goes to a thrift store, he finds a rare radio. Apparently, Ohio is really good about that, though. North Carolina? I heard that North Carolina, Charlotte's not really a good spot. Oh. Char's definitely. But yeah, back to the point. Oh yeah, I had to mute again. I keep constantly having to muting because just in case when my grandparents like come out and they have to ask, like they ask something personal or something. I don't really care if y'all did hear my real first name though, anytime, because, why would my name be Breakcool? But, by the way, Char is freaking, but also, Char has 334, 335, I think now. You gotta be, you gotta have some rare in if you have that much. You haven't revealed your first name to any enthusiast. Nope, there's a... What's up, highway speeder? Yeah. There's also... I'm one of those EAS creators who's never directly revealed their name, but it's pretty easy to find out. But nobody calls me by that because, well, literally, I've never heard anybody call me... Nobody's called me Piedmont instead to make fun of me. First name is Xylon. I would have guessed so. It's been a nice one yesterday. Yeah, to meme me. Nobody legit. I don't. Nah, there was a few people who've legit. Even though you knew it was me the whole time. The reason why I see part of the reason why I rebranded was honestly, you're planning on going to Goodwill today? Well, if you have some, if your parents let you, you can see about getting a radio or two there. Goodwill's sort of sucks in terms of radios in the Charlotte area. I haven't found a single Goodwill radio yet. I've found, as of right now, the only thrifting find I've had is really good because of price. I had this walkie-talkie. It was called the Wiz House M9, and it also has NWR built into it. And I got that from a thrift store in Stanley, North Carolina. And it was the part that was impressive to me was it was $15 for a 4-pack. So, like, it was a really good deal. Those radios are still in service. I just haven't used them much because, again, there haven't really been good severe weather events that I needed to pick up a billion stations for, which I'm probably going to have to sometime this month. I know something's going to come. I don't know what's going to come this year, though. Something's going to come here, though. 100%. We're going to get some SBR, at least. Wonder if you will get hit this month. Probably so. It is March. Oh, you might get hit as recently as next Saturday. You might get hit as recent as next Saturday, as soon as next Saturday. Because it shows a big system coming to the region. March is one of the worst months for your area. Our most active month for severe weather is May. Oh yeah, definitely May here. March and April are both active, but not as active as May is. Honestly, most of the Southeast is May. Florida, I think, is... Florida... I don't really even know when Florida's most active. Florida is just random. North Florida is pretty bad, is really bad in March, so... Most active can be a toss-up in Alabama. Usually a toss between March and April. Us, usually May, can be a toss between April and May. Though we do get daily SVRs in the summer. So, there's that. Texas, oh yeah, especially freaking Dallas, Fort Worth, always getting hit by the massive hailstorms all year long. You'd be surprised that DFW has been sort of missed so far. When I stayed in Southeast Georgia in June, there was a slight risk, I think, but nothing happened during it. It was a bust. That was a few years back, though. You think Texas is the most tornado prone, mostly due to its size? Yeah, because there's no part of Texas that doesn't really get, because, you have the Great Plains type tornadoes in areas like Amarillo and Lubbock, and then you have the southern tornadoes in East Texas, and in between you have Dallas-Fort Worth, which gets all the big time Midwestern storms, but also all the big time southern storms. But yeah, then the most active month for... Actually, there are chunks of Texas that aren't prone, like the Rio Grande area and the El Paso area. Yeah, true. Though, it's not uncommon for there's something in, what was it? Deep south. But deep south Texas doesn't really get hit by tornadoes too often, but it's not completely uncommon. They're yeah. You remember when there was DVD size hail? Oh yeah, that was out in Lubbock. You have a friend in the deep south area. He isn't in the community anymore, but he hadn't really seen him get many TORs. No, he usually gets... Yeah, no, it's more SVRs there, but Brownsville, they get hit by more hurricane type too. But yeah, Brownsville area over there is basically South Florida, basically. South Florida doesn't get hit by tornadoes too often. It's the least tornado prone part of Florida. The most tornado prone part of Florida, though, is South Florida gets hit by tornadoes sometime, though. Like, Milton was more of a tornado outbreak than it was a bad hurricane. But yeah, South Florida is pretty much the least tornado prone part of Florida. The Panhandle, specifically, the Panhandle and the Big Bend, specifically closer to Tallahassee, is probably the most tornado prone, though. Florida, the Panhandle, Okaloosa, Pensacola area gets them too. Yeah, true enough. They're all parts of Florida are somewhat tornado prone, but South Florida doesn't get as many tornadoes yeah. Helene was FFWE territory here, basically. Florida is very tornado prone, but they don't seem to ever get the violent long track tornadoes, pretty much. North Florida sometimes does, but for the most part, Florida avoids, like, big time tornadoes. People talk about how bad Alabama is until they see Mississippi. Mississippi's worse. And that's because, unlike Alabama, Mississippi really doesn't have that many hills besides a few counties in the northeastern area. And Mississippi is almost entirely flat. Northern Mississippi and southern Mississippi are both heavy on agriculture, so it's easier for tornadoes to form there and be long track. Alabama has more mountains, so hence Alabama's mountains aren't really big, but they're mountains. Yeah, Alabama and Oklahoma both tie for most EF5s. We wonder which state will get We wonder which of those two will get the next one, which ends up beating the other. Could be Bama, could be Oklahoma. Though also, the thing about Oklahoma is Oklahoma's like Texas, where if you get those Midwestern tornadoes, but you also get those Southern type systems and tornadoes. Because you have, those Midwestern dry storms over there in like the northwest part of the state, the Panhandle and all that. But then you have southeast Oklahoma, which right there is, right there actually has it has moisture from the Gulf that reaches up there because it's not too far away. In fact, if you would, CHS's only TRE was the Sycamore EF3. It was a pretty big one though. That was like the most notable tornado of 2022 because 2022 was really nothing in the South. Actually, no, that's not their only. Take that back. Walterboro, I forgot about Walterboro. Walterboro had a TRE as well. Yeah. Man. Huntsville had a TRE for Huntsville itself back in 2024, though. Mobile very rarely does Mobile have TREs, though. Or Tallahassee. Because Tallahassee, because Alabama's mainly split into those three, but you have, those counties, Tallahassee. Yeah, South Alabama, yeah. I don't even know if Mobile, I think Mobile issued a tornado emergency in 2012. Central Alabama is the worst. But North Alabama's close up there. North Alabama's still bad. Once you get north of Montgomery, you enter tornado haven. Yeah, the Huntsville tornado. Yeah, Hackleburg was North Bama, yeah. Central, you have all the... I know, Central is really bad, too. Same thing with Mississippi. You don't hear about TOREs in southern Mississippi much, either. Same thing with Louisiana, too, but Louisiana is very tornado prone, but it doesn't seem like they have as many long track tornadoes as Mississippi and Alabama do. Same, Arkansas has had a few themselves. Yeah. I think there's probably one like 20 years ago. I don't know. Yeah, Massachusetts has never had a tornado emergency, but that's expected because Massachusetts rarely gets tornadoes. Yeah. I think Veals is very ready for chasing, though. It's not that I think, I know he is. He's coming soon, by the way. Connecticut is further south, too, though. Yeah. North Carolina, our last tornado emergency was, I think, 2011. And then, I wonder, well, North Carolina is decently tornado prone. Outside the mountains, obviously. Who knows, you might. Speaking of tornadoes, I just passed a line of just by a line of trees that were down. Yeah. I've seen. I could turn on the green screen and show y'all a picture, but I don't know how, I don't want to. Should I actually show y'all this picture? Hold on. I don't think I can show y'all it unless I point it this way. You could chase a flat area actually in Virginia. You don't have to go too far. But it is heavy forested over there. The only flat part of Virginia is mainly East Virginia. Okay, let's see. I'm not face revealing this stream, by the way. I'm gonna see if I can go all the way back. I'm not face revealing this stream, by the way. Don't ask me to. I don't feel like it. Anyway. Unless I accidentally already face revealed. If so, then you got your win. Can I find it? Y'all need to see this. This is funny, though. If I can find it. This happened in Gastonia, by the way. This is with one storm 2 years ago. Hold on. Dang it. I don't know if y'all noticed. Do y'all notice anything, though? Dang it. It didn't angle it right. Look at that, though. I mean, you technically did, but it was not a good one, really, so. But yeah, you're close to 1K, so it's self-explanatory why. Okay. No, if y'all notice what happened to the sign? But yeah, also, do y'all notice what happened to the sign? It got destroyed, pretty much. Or no, it didn't get destroyed. Look at that. They had to replace it. They had to replace it with another stronger one. Shut up, Wheels. I'm not doing it. Yeah, screw me, I guess. I didn't want to face reveal the stream. Anyway, I guess I already did, so let's just look. Look at this. Hold on. Car reveal. By the way, look at this sunset. It looks exactly like my PFP. Except it's clear this time. Looky there. Oh yeah, 100,000%. Let's turn that off so I don't face reveal myself for anymore. Whoa. Maybe. No. Dang, it's still there. You want to see this for the rest of the stream? This is the kind of view I get. Look right there. It's a mountain. Golf cart? Yes, a golf cart. I'm sitting on a golf cart right now. I'm about to drive this, actually. Okay, Chickapee, let's not actually put time intervals there. And my face is already publicly visible. Who gives a crap? Make it more interesting. I am super bored. I really cannot wait for our next alert to happen. You're gonna drive to... Yeah, not on stream, though. I'm not driving the golf cart on stream. Sorry. Golf cart stream. I might do that, but not today. Unless... No. I might, like, actually drive it one day, but not today. You'd like to see a golf cart, right? Yeah, I understand if y'all want to see the ride, but, like, I don't want to give away too much information about the yard. So, because it might end up, like, showing the mailbox or something. Because I go around the yard, and it might end up, like, showing the mailbox. So, yeah. I know, yeah, I can do a video, but, you know, with streams, I can't censor it. I've had to censor some stuff in some comps because there was a charger that had my first and last name on it. That was a school charger. I also had to censor, one video also because of my school laptop was there and it said the school's name on it, so I had to edit that out. But for the most part, I very rarely ran into those issues. Scatter spike on a Cushing storm. Does anybody remember Spike Television? That was actually a channel for like years. And then it got switched to Paramount Network. I never watched it. I just know that they changed it. Or I rarely did. I mainly watched Spike to watch Cops. It's a hailer. Actually, yeah, this is really good to see it. Oh, they used to go Guardian on yours too. Yeah. I hate, they used to use Dino, bro. I hated Dino. They used to be able to block Google. My teacher used to, some of my teachers used to block Google. Google! How are we supposed to use our computers then? Everything we do is on Google. I don't think GoGuardian lets teachers block Google, though. I know they let them block, like, Google Classroom, but I don't think they let them block Google. Dang, 95 minutes. Your teachers used to block the internet? That's ridiculous. What is this? Star Wars pajamas reveal. Yeah. Well, here at Lower Hudson Valley, they sent out their RMT at 11:21 a.m. Okay. This has been a pretty good stream so far, though. We had some. Sent out there. Yeah, Andy, my next RWT is actually going to be technically not an RWT. It's going to be the tornado drill. I'm going to be live. I'll be live in New York City goes Wednesday, Long Island Thursday. We do tornado drill Wednesday. I'm gonna be going live for that. I gotta figure out. Yeah, it goes out Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. The public internet is managed by your cool computer. Let Disper make the next radio. Disper make the next radio. If Neptune's still here, you're about to hear a lot of words from him. I don't know if he's still here, though. I haven't heard from him in a couple minutes. Oh, weird, because... Yeah, but... Yeah, North Carolina's schedules it months ahead, though. And if that outbreak doesn't affect North Carolina directly on Wednesday itself, then they're going to cancel it. Then they don't cancel it. North Carolina had to postpone it last year, though, because of... I hate when they block cool math. They blocked Google Maps at my school, and I had to, and I, spent a month and a half trying to get them to unblock it, and they finally did, so. But yeah, GoGuardian, they used it. Yeah. New mesoscale discussion for Florida. Is Florida getting... Yeah, Google Maps. Your school blocked YouTube. Okay, yeah. A lot of schools have. Do I also think that's dumb? Yeah. Sort of. But, I know several people, use stuff to combat this issue. Yeah. I know several schools that block YouTube. What do they possibly suspect you doing on the big maps? I know! Well, what? Besides, if you're saying, oh, it's because they get distracted in class, you know that they can do anything. Cheating? What does Google Maps have to do with cheat? Okay. What the heck is a Google anyway? Offloading my Jeeps on Google Maps right now. What the heck is a Google? The Google. I don't know. You don't use Google? Chickapee. If he didn't actually use Google, he totally doesn't. He's totally not on a Google account right now. He's totally not on a Google account right now. $100 minutes. Y'all chat that? When you're bored on a Sunday afternoon, ain't much better to do. I started this like right at noon, so. In fact, yeah, I started it right at noon. How to blast. Google account, what's that? Yeah, I always wondered that. A Google account. He doesn't use, trust me, he doesn't use Google, he uses AOL. He still uses AOL in the Big 26, by the way. Fun fact. That doesn't prove a big on key is. What the heck is an AOL? He's acting like he doesn't know because he doesn't want to admit to being an unk. He definitely knows what AOL is. He says that's what he uses. Well, AOL is fire. I want their dial-up service to come back. Yeah, AOL is just, I think they shut their server down. Veals is an unk. Certified unk. Central Virginia was there when they used sticks and stones to communicate. Oh yeah. He met the dinosaurs, I think. Veals, did you ever meet the Veals? I think didn't. How about the dinosaurs, Veals? Were they your best buddies? Yes. They were huge. I think he misses the dinosaurs very much so. There's a dinosaur named Breakwell. He lived in Charlotte. There's also a dinosaur named Xylan who lived in Savannah. Pretty much so. Xylan definitely did. He didn't just start off as one. He knew him. Okay, so you chat. No. The big save. Pick and Save. Name of a grocery store in the Florida Panhandle. Wow! Okay. Enough of me fooling. What you gotta say? Spit it out. Something crazy happened. Oh, what craziness could have happened? I don't know. You hear a car start? Yeah, that's why I had to mute for like 2 seconds because my girl can't. Did it happen? Wait, hold on. Give me 5 minutes. No, I'll give you 5 seconds. Go. He's slow. Don't worry. He's slow. Did happen? Veal, speed it up. I ain't got all day. Slowpoke. CHS has issued 3 TREs. GSP has issued 0, but GSP has issued 0 TREs, but several FFWEs and many PDSs as well. But we've never had any TREs from GSP, no. I don't know, though. This year could bring one. If so, I am going to freak out. And I'll bro. I am gonna, again, start storm chasing one of my IRL friends this year. Hour 48 minutes. Tornado emergency for Charlotte. Possibility. I think though most of the TRE would probably wouldn't directly hit Charlotte, but it might be close. It might even still affect Mecklenburg County. Cause think of it, Atlanta's never been directly hit by a TRE, but Fulton County has, and that was the Noonan tornado. Yeah, the city of Atlanta itself hasn't. Yeah, to me, if the tornado emergency goes for Gaston County, I am screwed. Again, wouldn't be too surprised, though, because, we are in... North Carolina is still tornado prone, maybe if not as much as you know, Alabama, but it feels. Wheels. Take a slow poke. I wonder what he's actually got to say. It better come with a mansion. What you got to say, Slowpoke? Took you a while. You bought me a mansion. Yay. Alright, what you gotta say? Chatham County, North Carolina. Imagine if it was Chatham County, Georgia. Or, who knows, it might have been. Chatham County, North Carolina. Chatham County, North Carolina, Superior, by the way. JK, I actually love Savannah. But, North Carolina has several Superior. Mecklenburg County, North Carolina over Mecklenburg County, Virginia any day. Truck. Okay, what am I doing? Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, I don't know. You think we'll end the stream here? I might as well. We're almost edging 2 hours, and we've had a pretty fun chat though, I'll say. March has begun, so we're gonna have more comps coming up. Next live stream after this one will be Wednesday for the tornado drill. Someone spark up the stream. Maybe if someone sparks up the stream back, maybe we'll stay on for a few more minutes if we get a bunch of new people in here. But it's a pretty fun chat, I'd say. But yeah, we're itching 2 hours, and most of the time, my best streams are the 2-hour ones. So, take that. Gained about connection, and I can't spark up the stream because it will kick me out. Literally. So basically, YouTube gives me this option to share the stream, but whenever I do, whenever I share it through a community post, it kicks me out of it. And it's basically impossible to regain control. So. well, I think we're going to end it here, y'all. It's been a fun stream. Again, next live stream will happen Wednesday for the tornado drill. And it might be running a little late, too, because I won't be home till later. Good chat. Yep, good chat. We will be live Wednesday again for the tornado drill, and then might do a random stream next weekend or something. I don't know. I'll try to stay a little consistent on the streaming schedule, but chat stream. Y'all know, for someone who streams as much as who has streamed as much as I do, I don't really do these often compared to like how many streams I've done in the past 6 months. I've done a lot of, weather scan, weather star, whatever. So, but, tornado drill stream coming Wednesday. And, yeah, that's about it for now. Make sure to, this video is sponsored. I'm just kidding. But have a good night. Or good night. Good afternoon, because it's still only 1:56. All right, I'll stop yapping. See ya.